Hola, amigos. It's Zach Smith, owner of Chariot Financial and Casa Chariot, your one-stop shop to buy properties in Mexico. The reason we started this was there's just a lot of demand for people wanting to purchase property abroad, especially in Mexico. And we have found ways to make it much easier than it has in the past by really creating a network of trusted advisors for you to work with. So, my name is Zach Smith. And let me go ahead and share my screen here. We'll go into the presentation. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So, my name is Zach Smith, and I've owned Chariot Financial since 2019. I've been in the mortgage and real estate industry here in Colorado for over 20 years. And I've closed over 2,000 transactions over that time. And I enjoy what I do, and I see a need for this in the marketplace. So I decided to put something together to make it easy for everybody. Essentially, I just want to click a button, buy a property, basically. Maybe not that easy, but we're getting close to it, though. So, what are we going to go over in this presentation? Well, first and foremost, an introduction. We have developed this ultimate guide to help you understand and navigate the complexities of securing a mortgage and buying property in Mexico. A lot of folks think you got to pay cash when you're purchasing property in Mexico, but it's not the case. We do have financing as a concierge through our bank that we work with, through our investor. So, why purchase property in Mexico? Mexico's real estate market, property locations, restricted zones, and trust rights, and the process of buying property in Mexico. We're also going to go over financing options. Folks think, again, that you have to pay cash for everything. It's not the case. We do have the ability to finance properties in Mexico. Financing with Chariot Financial as a concierge. Again, we're a concierge for a larger bank that we work with. The expat experience. There's a lot of folks who live down in Mexico, and I'm sure somebody knows somebody. And then the conclusion. This comprehensive guide is really an aim to demystify the process for U.S. citizens interested in investing in Mexico's dynamic and robust real estate market. So, have you ever envisioned owning a piece of paradise in Mexico? There are so many beautiful places all over the country that expats really enjoy and love. With its stunning beaches, vibrant culture, and idyllic retirement lifestyle, Mexico has plenty to offer. More U.S. citizens than ever before are considering the possibility of purchasing property south of the border. If you're among them, you're likely curious about the process, laws, and most importantly, the financing. Oh, skipped one there. Let me go back. Let me see if I can go back. There we go. So, why purchase in Mexico? Well, number one, beachfront living. I'm in Colorado here. We're landlocked. We have beautiful mountains, and it's a beautiful state. I'm always going to have property here. But my gosh, to be near a beach, near an ocean, near these just tranquility is just incredible. And it's a great retirement haven as well, because as you know, the dollar goes a lot further down there. There's a lot of great investment opportunities, Airbnb, VRBOs, things like that. There's a great cultural richness in Mexico. Also, it's accessible. You get a lot of direct flights right to the places that you're looking to purchase and things like that. And last but not least, of course, the affordable cost of living. So, buying property in Mexico can be a rewarding experience, offering both lifestyle benefits and investment potential. However, it's crucial to understand the nuances of the Mexican real estate market and the legal procedures involved. Much, much different process than here in the States, especially when it comes to timeframes and closing costs. So we are here to guide you through this process, ensuring your property purchase in Mexico is as seamless and successful as possible. With our expertise and our resources, we really aim to turn your Mexican property ownership into a reality. And that's really the purpose of Casa Chariot, is to basically set you up with agents and experts that we know, that we like, and that we trust, that are part of our network, to help you navigate some of these nuances, boots on the ground where you're looking to buy. We also have, some great resources when it comes to the legalities and having attorneys that are very uh, knowledgeable about Mexican law and things like that. So, understanding Mexico's real estate market. So, as you prepare to embark on your property buying journey in Mexico, it's crucial to gain comprehensive understanding of the country's real estate market. Like any global market, there's cycles of expansion, contraction. Despite facing various global economic adversities, the Mexican real estate market has done pretty well. It's just displayed remarkable resilience, even demonstrating growth in specific segments. So, understanding Mexico's real estate market continued. One such segment is, the affordable home sector, which continues to see robust demand. So, folks who are looking to kind of lower the cost of living, maybe have their retirement funds last much longer. Cities like Guadalajara and Merida are particularly appealing due to their low cost of living compared to coastal resort towns. These cities offer a blend of modern amenities, cultural richness, and affordability that make them attractive to both local and foreign homebuyers. On the other end of the spectrum, the luxury real estate segment in Mexico continues to thrive. Destinations such as Cancun, Los Cabos, Puerto Vallarta are hotspots for luxury real estate. These locations are favored by international buyers seeking vacation homes with stunning beachfront views, or investment properties with promising returns. Exploring property locations. Let's look at Cancun and Riviera Maya. Known for their breathtaking beaches, azure waters, and lively nightlife, these coastal areas offer properties ranging from luxury villas to condos. These locations are attractive for both personal use and investment use. San Miguel de Allende, awarded as one of the best cities globally by Travel Plus Leisure. This captivating colonial town offers a fusion of rich history, culture, and art. It is a preferred choice among retiree expats due to its warm and inviting community. Puerto Vallarta, a vibrant paradise. There's stunning sunsets, welcoming community. It's a blend of old and new. Puerto Vallarta beautifully merges historic charm with modern conveniences, attracting tourists seeking both tradition and comfort. It's got a lot of diverse real estate options. The city's real estate market includes everything from affordable apartments to luxurious beachfront homes, appealing to many buyers. So discover tranquil and Lake Chapala. Peaceful ambience. Lake Chapala is famous for its tranquil environment, making it a perfect spot for the relaxation and rejuvenation. The region actually hosts Mexico's largest expat community, offering a lively social atmosphere and diverse cultural interactions. It's got a year-round mild climate. Lake Chapala enjoys comfortable weather all year around, ideal for outdoor activities, enjoying beautiful natural landscapes as well. So discovering Los Cabos, luxury, upscale resorts and ocean views. Los Cabos is famous for its luxury resorts and spectacular ocean vistas that appeal to high-end travelers seeking relaxation and beauty. World-class activities. It's a top-tier golf courses, excellent deep-sea fishing, making it a paradise for luxury enthusiasts. And it's also lucrative for property investments as well. So high demand and stunning coastal settings make investing in Los Cabos villas and condos an attractive opportunity for buyers. So, I've been investing in real estate here for 20 years in the States, and there is no better investment. Oh my gosh. I mean, just in with the things happening the way they are in Mexico, with the growing demand for real estate, I think that people are going to see some pretty big gains in some of their investments down there. So, also, a vibrant Mexico City is a destination that people look at. It's got a lot of diverse real estate options. Mexico City offers a wide variety of housing from historic homes in Coyoacan to modern apartments in Polanco. Energetic urban atmosphere. The city is known for its lively streets, vibrant public spaces, constant sense of movement and excitement. It's a cosmopolitan lifestyle. Residents enjoyed world-class cuisine, endless entertainment, and a blend of cultural experiences in a thriving metropolis. So restricted zones and trust rights. This is something that comes up, because there are specific rules about purchasing property in Mexico. Number one, the definition of quote unquote restricted zones. So restricted zones in Mexico are land areas within 100 kilometers of the borders and 50 kilometers of coastlines where foreign direct ownership is not allowed. That's not the end of the story, though. So there is a way to that we bypass this as American citizens looking to purchase property in Mexico. It's actually a quite incredible way that this is put together, and some say it's even more airtight than the citizens of Mexico have available to them, unless they use this same vehicle to purchase property. And this is the fideicomiso trust mechanism. So foreigners can invest in these restricted zones by using a fideicomiso. It's a trust agreement with a Mexican bank. So basically what you're doing is you're creating a trust in congruency with a Mexican bank. They basically will oversee the trust. You are the trustee for the trust, so you'll be the person in charge of the trust. So the trust is actually purchasing the property. Now, what does that make a difference? No. I mean, you still own the property. You can bequeath the property. There was this rumor out there about, oh, it's only good for 100 years, and then you got to give up. No, you can actually extend it. It's actually good for 50 years, but you can extend it every 50 years indefinitely if you need to. You just need to file the correct paperwork. So these are properties that you purchase in Mexico that can be in your family. You can sell them later on through that trust, just like you would here in the United States. So granting property rights, a fideicomiso grants foreigners property rights in compliance with Mexican regulations, ensuring legal investment in restricted areas. So there's definitely a mechanism to help foreigners purchase property. And that's one of the things I love about real estate is that there's so many ways to create win-win-win situations for everybody. The fideicomiso is exactly that. So, understanding the fideicomiso in Mexico. So, bank as a legal trustee. A Mexican bank serves as the legal trustee, holding the property title on behalf of the foreign buyer, ensuring legal compliance. You retain full ownership rights. So, foreign buyers have full rights to live in it, rent it, sell it, Airbnb it, inherit the property, just like any of the direct owners. In fact, a lot of people here in the United States hold their loans or hold their homes in a trust. In fact, I think it's a great idea to hold a home in a trust, especially if you're looking at investments and things like that. Secure foreign investment. The fideicomiso structure ensures safe and secure property investment for foreigners in Mexico. So navigating Mexico's property laws doesn't have to be challenging. The safe purchase in restricted zones, property purchases in Mexico restricted zones can be secured when guided by proper legal and professional advice. And that's really where we have come in to give you access to a network of people that we have vetted, that we know, that we like, that we trust, that have experience in navigating these type of situations and are very in that understand Mexican law and practice Mexican law. The role of experienced professionals, paramount. Experienced real estate and legal professionals help buyers navigate regulations and simplify the property transactions in Mexico. So, when you work with Casa Chariot, when you work with Chariot Financial, it's not just us. We are a network. We are a team of people that have one goal in mind, and that is your success. We want to make sure that you are successful, that we're able to complete the transactions exactly the way you want, because the future of our business depends on it, and we are committed to that. So expert consultants for U.S. buyers. Again, U.S. citizens are advised to consult with specialists for smooth ownership process and reliable ongoing support. That's really where we come in and where our forte is at. So buying property in Mexico continued, just like you would in the United States. I always recommend that you do a quick pre-qualification because you don't want to start looking at properties. You'll go on vacation, you find these properties you love, and then find out you can't qualify for them. So you definitely want to talk to myself or one of our team members or our concierge partner to ensure that you are hitting all the marks when it comes to pre-approval. And what are those marks? Well, one, the down payment is going to be roughly 35%. So do you have 35% down? Number two, what does your credit score look like? And number three, what is your purchase price? I believe our minimum purchase price is 385 right now, unless you're going to pay cash. But if we're going to finance it, 385 is usually the purchase price. And we can go over different closing cost options and things like that as well. Closing costs are much, much, much higher in Mexico than they are here in the States, but we can always go into more of that in later detail. Or you can contact me anytime, casachariot.com. First of all, get pre-qualified. Secondly, this is the fun part. You get to go out and look at properties, schedule a vacation. We'll set you up with one of our agents who knows the area, who is an expert in their field in the area that you're looking to purchase. And basically, they will be able to help you find a property that best fits your needs. Also, price negotiation. You're going to rely heavily on your agent for that, just like you would here in the States, and finalizing the agreement. Now, during this whole process, you're going to be working with your agent. You're going to have an attorney that you'll work with as well to set up the closing docs, and all that. You'll also be working with the notarios, which will, the attorneys will get that set up for you, or the agents, depending on how that is set up for you. But basically, finalizing that agreement and everything like that is going to be the last piece of the puzzle. Then you get to move in and enjoy your property. Become a snowbird, have a great investment, or if you just want to brag to your friends, you move to Mexico. The sky is the limit, so you can do whatever you want to do with that. So final steps in purchasing the property. So, the mortgage application submission, we do soft pre-qualifications up front, but we got to see what happens when the rubber hits the road. You tell us you got a 750 credit score. Well, let's find out. Let's pull the credit. Let's verify your assets. Let's get down to the brass tacks, to the nitty gritty to get your loan pre-approved and approved. Establishing a trust agreement. So again, foreign buyers most likely are going to have to establish that trust agreement, the fideicomiso. And again, our partners will help you out with that. Closing and registration, finalize the documents, transfer the funds, officially register the property in your name to complete the purchase, or in the name of your fideicomiso. So, buying property in Mexico continued. Unique opportunities and challenges. Buying properties in Mexico offers excitement for expats, but also comes with unique challenges, related to local regulations and requirements, which we've kind of gone over, and mostly it's that challenge of having to set up the fideicomiso. It's not really a challenge, but let's face it, it's a hoop you got to jump through. So that's one thing. The importance of local expertise is paramount. That's why we're only working. The only people that we enter into our network and offer a partnership with here at Casa Chariot are people that are experienced, that have done several transactions, that have a good reputation. That is very, very, very important to us, and that's vital to our business. It's one thing to do business, but to do business from your heart and really want to ensure that people are going to succeed and bring purpose to what you're doing, that's where we operate from. We operate from a space of making sure that we can take care of people and that we bring purpose to our lives in helping you achieve your goals of purchasing property in Mexico. So also learning from experienced expats as well. If you have folks that are in Mexico who, have lived there, or people who've lived there in the past, ask them about their experience. See how they like living in Mexico. And it's always good to hear, right from the horse's mouth, so to speak, for lack of a better term. So we are at your service. This is our little presentation for you. We hope you got something out of it. But, I've been doing business for a long time here in Colorado. I've been in the industry for 20 plus years. We're not a huge company. And I don't really want to get to the point where you're going to be talking to a computer. One of the most annoying things ever is to call people and, oh, press button one. But no, if you call us, you're going to find a real person who is invested in helping you succeed. And that is really paramount to our mission and vision statements. And we sure hope to see you in the future here. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me here. If you have any questions for me, you can reach me anytime. And many blessings to you and yours, and we hope to hear from you soon.